The spirit is blocking the way past. Like most lost spirits, he seems unaware of his circumstances. Malone.
Hi there, what can I do you for?
You mentioned an assistant. Where is he?
Danny? I have no idea where he is. So we're a bit short-staffed, but nothing I can't handle. We'll handle that costume of yours with extra care.
Costume?
That gown of yours looks very authentic. I don't even think you can get that fabric these days.
Have I become antiquated so soon?
No offense meant, I quite like it. The tiara's a nice touch. Brings out your eyes.
Well, I always thought so. But you are mistaken. We are not leaving my costume here with you. We have other business. What happened here?
What do you mean?
This shop. It is, shall we say...
It looks shot up.
Shut up. Look, I know the cleaning lady hasn't been in this week, but it ain't that bad. Now, can I help you or what?
You should take a closer look at the walls and windows. They are definitely not what they should be.
You sure talk funny, lady. There isn't anything wrong with the windows that I can see.
Malone, I regret that it falls to me to tell you that you are dead.
What? Get out of town. Now, can I help you or what?
Madeline, does that ever work?
No, it does not. Malone, I must insist. You are in fact dead.
Look, you feeling all right?
I am perfectly well.
Ah, you're under pressure, I can tell. I got a bottle of whiskey in the back, if you need a belt.
I do not need a belt, thank you. I will return presently.
Take your time, I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, well, we will see. I believe these were caused by a pistol. It is a simple bell. Some clothing items. So garish. It appears to be a coat of some kind. I suppose, in lieu of a key, this had to suffice. I will need to have a word with my host about discretion.
Jeez, what happened here? Hey.
Miss Countess, what can I help you with?
So, who shot up this place?
Eh?
Come on, this place looks like the set of a gangster flick.
I don't know what you mean.
So, did you see who smashed up your window?
What are you talking about? The window looks fine to me.
Right, of course it does. Totally agree with you. Are you seriously telling me that this place looks normal?
Listen, everything here is top of the line. We're even looking into that dry cleaning stuff.
What cleaning?
Dry cleaning. Look, never mind. Can I help you with anything or what?
Well, see you around.
Sure.
I could just walk through that ghost, but that gives me the creeps. What do I need that thing for? It says to ring the bell if I need help. Huh, some kind of band. Danny and Linda Marconi? Never heard of them. Nah, I'm here now. I might as well do what I gotta do. I have no idea how that got there, and nobody can prove otherwise. Ugh, the stupid rain. It look horrible. I ain't lugging that home. It worked, didn't it?
The spirit is... like most lost... Malone.
Hi there, what can I do you for?
I will return presently.
Take your time, I'm not going anywhere.
My host.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on this lost soul?
Seems nice enough.
Any useful thoughts?
Nah, let's just get this done.
About that window.
What? We needed to get in, didn't we? Well, we're in.
I suppose I cannot argue with the results.
Darn tootin'.
Are you ready to take this seriously, my host?
You don't think I'm serious?
I think your head is in the clouds.
Shows what you know. I think you've been dead too long.
Dead too long? Whatever do you mean?
I just want to live, you know? Is that so wrong?
You appear living to me.
I'm living for the dead. It's different.
How so?
It just is.
I know this transition has not been easy.
Yeah, well, I always thought my uncle was cuckoo. At least now I know why. We made fun of him, you know?
I am aware. It pained him greatly.
Yeah, I guess now everyone's gonna make fun of me, so I got that to look forward to.
Any thoughts on...
Seems nice and...
Any...
No.
I believe we should return to our duty, my host.
Yeah, sure.
I believe these were caused by a pistol. I cannot touch them.
I ain't putting my fingers in those. There might be blood in there. I ain't putting my... Jeez. Hey.
Miss Cunt?
You into music? I saw that poster on the wall.
Oh, that's Danny's thing.
Danny.
The guy who runs this place with me, him and his girl, Linda.
They're in a band.
If you can call it that. They play weekends, sometimes. He wants to make it big, but
But what?
But nothing. Danny just needs to focus on earning an honest living, that's all.
Do Danny and Linda have regular gigs?
I don't know. Why?
I might want to hear him play.
Save your eardrums, lady. That's my advice.
Well, see you around.
Sure.
They're all from last season. A jacket from 2 seasons ago. I guess this place has been closed for a while. No one saw me. No one can prove anything. Does she have to stare like that? Drives me batty. Hey.
Miss...
Well, see you around.
Sure.
I could...
Malone.
Hi there. What can
I could not help but overhear your conversation with my colleague. This Danny Marconi. He is important to you, is he not?
What makes you think that?
Your energy, your aura, if you will. It changes when you speak of him. So tell us, what is Danny to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Malone, you know precisely what I am talking about, and you will tell us. I assure you, you will feel much better once you do.
I'll feel much better once you leave my shop.
I could leave as you request, but I don't believe you want me to. Not really. Well, do you?
Who the hell are you people?
We are here to help, nothing more. You are so close now, so close.
Why is everything so confusing?
It does not have to be.
Life used to be so simple. Then Danny had to go follow a pipe dream. He had to make deals with club promoters he couldn't pay. So they showed up here. I told Danny to stay away while I tried to talk some sense into them.
And did you?
He got away. That's what's important. At least, I think it is. I'm not so sure anymore.
I understand, you know. You're adrift. You are scared. But there is nothing to be scared of. Come here. My host?
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know why I did it. Danny isn't much, really, but he's a good guy. You think it was worth it?
I don't know. Sorry.
You don't have anything to say? Anything at all?
No, not really.
Right. So I just head that way.
Yeah.
Well, tell your friend thanks. And if you ever see Danny... forget it. I suppose it doesn't matter.
my host, are you all right?
I knew you'd follow me in here. You can never give me a minute's peace.
You should not stay here too long.
Or what? I'll die. I get it now. We all thought my uncle was nuts, but he was just numb. He just stopped caring about anything. Who could blame him?
Trust me, my host, it is best to push those feelings aside.
Why?
It is what must be done. That is all.
What does it matter?
Listen to me. In time, you will feel differently.
Differently?
Yes. This will all feel normal.
Normal? I don't want this to be normal.
Many of your predecessors felt the same. In time, things changed.
I'm going dancing, Madeline. Don't wait up.
I see. I suppose after all this time it was inevitable that one of you deciphered the method. But do you think it will be that simple? It will not work. Do you hear me? It will destroy you. My host, Jocelyn Countess, hear me! Countess! Countess!
2:23 a.m., Detective Corey Palmer conducting interview with Rosangela Blackwell. Detective Sam Durkin also present. So, Miss Blackwell, tell us again why you were in that house.
Say nothing. Tell them nothing. Keep your teeth together. We'll get out of this.
I was looking into George Austin's death.
And how the hell did you know about that?
I'm the one who reported his murder.
You're the tipster? Why didn't you give your name?
I did.
Let the record show that the interviewee just glared at Detective Durkin.
Can you leave me out of this, Palmer?
Sam, we'll talk about this later. Fine. Next question. What happened to Detective Piero?
She shot herself.
That's a lie. Why would she kill herself? She just wouldn't.
Enough, Palmer. You saw the paraffin test. Leah fired that weapon.
I refuse to believe that, Sam.
Believe what you want. Those are the facts.
Well, here's some facts for you. This lady was chatting with Emil Haskins earlier this evening. Not only that, we have a witness who saw her sneaking into his office at work. How do you respond to that?
I had permission to go in.
No, you didn't. We spoke to the clerk on duty. We spoke to Emil Haskins, a man who is now a widower, I might add. Nobody gave you permission. But then, breaking and entering isn't really a new thing for you, is it? I've pulled your file. You even know how many restraining orders you have against you?
5? Maybe 6?
If only. If getting banned from the campuses of NYU and Columbia weren't bad enough, we've got a dozen complaints registered against you from businesses and families. I'd call Bellevue to have you taken away. But you're banned from there, too. Who the hell are you? And why haven't you been taken in before now?
Palmer, take a walk.
Sam?
You're tired. Go get a cup of coffee.
I don't need coffee. Don't think I don't know what's going on here. I've heard the rumors. That you've got some mysterious informant. Is this her?
Palmer?
Fine, I'm going. But we will find out what happened. It's our damn job, after all.
So, you happy now?
Of course not. I only wanted to...
What, help? You think you helped anyone here?
There's something much bigger going on.
So you said. But we cops, we like things simple. Not you, though. You make things complicated just by walking into a room.
What are you trying to say?
Officially, we're pursuing every lead. Unofficially, there was no trace of the bullet that killed the little girl. With Leah dead, we'll most likely never solve it. The trail is too cold. So, what do you need?
Excuse me?
You want it in so bad? You're in. You won't be on the books. We can't even pay you. This case is too high profile. So, what do you need?
Access to George Austin's apartment.
I'll take care of it. Anything else?
Access to Leah's case files.
Can't do it. Those are being boxed up and archived. Anything else?
Everything you know about George Austin.
Palmer can get you that. Speak to him tomorrow. Anything else?
Cup of coffee?
I'll have Palmer get you one on the way out. Anything else?
Nothing that I can think of.
All right. From now on, you talk to Palmer. He'll be at the front desk tomorrow.
Detective Durkin. Sam. Why are you doing this? Why me?
My first case involved a kid. 30 years ago it must have been. There was this little girl living with her aunt. The aunt went nuts. Smashing things, screaming. Total loony. The little girl was hiding in a closet. Couldn't have been more than 5. Scared out of her mind. I've had a soft spot for kids ever since.
I see.
Go home, Blackwell. Get some sleep. You look like you spent the night in jail.
The press are having a field day. Lots of theories, but nothing approaching the truth.
You expect anything different? Just be glad your name didn't get leaked. That's the last thing we need.
No trace of the Grace Group either.
Then we best get out there and do what we do.
It takes about an hour to boot up these days.
Oh, it's you. Sam told me you'd be swinging by.
Hi, Corey, was it?
No, it's Officer Palmer.
So Durkin told me to speak to you?
Yes, I heard. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know why you're so special, but orders are orders. You need any information from us, I'll see about getting it to you. But you talk to me, and only me. Understand?
Perfectly. I'm sorry about Leah.
Don't even go there. I don't care what you saw, or what the evidence says. Leah wouldn't kill herself. And if she did, then she wasn't Leah anymore.
Is Detective Durkin around?
I haven't seen him since yesterday. I'm sure he's wandering around somewhere.
So are we good?
Good?
You don't think I still killed anyone, do you?
I don't know what to believe. But Durkin vouches for you, and he now owes me a favor, a big one. So, I guess I come out ahead.
You seem to be taking Leah's death rather personally.
The chief would agree with you. That's why I'm shackled behind this desk instead out there doing something.
So, what's the latest on George Austin?
He was killed with a .22 caliber bullet. That's all we know so far. We're still talking to Leah's ex-husband, but he's got a pretty solid alibi.
How did Kendra die? Was that ever established?
I read the autopsy report. There was definitely a bullet wound. It went right through her shoulder. Clean hole all the way through. The coroner said that she bled to death, but could have survived if she was brought to a hospital right away. I don't understand this. Not at all.
Did you know Emil Haskins at all?
I don't know much. Just what Leah used to tell me. I got the impression he was a deadbeat. Always out of a job, always late with child support payments, things like that. Guess he doesn't have to worry about that stuff anymore.
So what's the story with you and Leah? I get the impression you knew her pretty well.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I partnered with her back when I first joined the force. She taught me a lot. Everything, really. I owe her. She was a rock. She was a rising star. Why would she flip out like she did?
I'm working on it, Corey. I really am.
That's Officer Palmer, and I'm not holding my breath.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Leah?
Officer Piero was juggling a demanding job, a growing daughter, and a deadbeat ex-husband. There was immense pressure on her, but I still don't buy that she would do what she did.
George and Leah both were members of a self-help group. They called it the Grace Group.
Oh yeah, Leah told me about that place.
She did?
Yeah, she didn't go into detail, but I know it meant a lot to her. She used to tell me that nobody could ever fall so far that they couldn't still reach for a helping hand. I'm not sure what that meant, but she used to say it all the time.
You don't think it's relevant that both Leah and George went to this same self-help group?
That group met over 20 years ago. But even still, the two of them were a couple. They did lots of things together. Went to the same restaurants, went to the same shows, slept in the same bed. So they went to the same church. It means nothing.
You don't think it's relevant?
That group met over...
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one. Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Officer?
Yeah.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
I probably should, especially in front of a... Officer Palmer?
Yeah.
Well, I'd better...
Sure.
No point. You can't hear me.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
My name is Rosangela Blackwell. I was told you'd be expecting me?
Is this about George?
That's right.
I still can't believe it. But here's the key. 12th floor, penthouse A.
Thanks. Can you tell me anything else about the clothing drive?
No, but if you have any old
Better not.
Yep, just old clothes. Nothing special about them. I think they might be candlesticks. Possibly. I don't even know what they are. Whoever this Michael is, he seems to know quite a lot. So this Michael has a source who knows about bestowers, about me. This is starting to get personal. If I switch it off, it'll be too dark to see. Looks like a balcony out there. That'd look amazing on my bathroom wall.
Darling, that thing's bigger than your entire bathroom.
A saucepan and some cooking implements. They don't look like they've ever been used. I don't need somebody. Bok choy, garam masala, quinoa, branzino.
It's either a shopping list or a voodoo spell.
The view uptown. It'd be a nice place to sit with a glass of wine at sunset, if there wasn't 3 feet of snow out here. It might be pretty in the spring, but for now all the plants are dead. I don't think...
This is private property, you know.
Oh, hi there.
Yes, hi there. What are you doing up here?
I'm a friend of George Austin.
A friend, of course. I suppose he was bound to get to a redhead sooner or later.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
Please, it's none of my business. Anyway, I'd best head back in. But I'm sure I'll see you around. Ta.
Huh, locked. Joey, could you come out here?
I can't touch it. Whatever this note says, it's too dark to read it. It says, I know about Heather, and it's signed by someone named Jay. No point in leaving that way. I can only leave with Red, and she can't get in here. Hi there.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Kind of. I think you met my friend earlier.
I see. You're both looking after George's place.
Yeah, something like that. Who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Cute. Very cute.
Huh?
Wait, you're serious? Well, isn't this delicious? It's so rare that I get to be the mysterious one.
My name's Joey. Joey Malone. Why don't you tell me yours?
You honestly don't know who I am?
I'm afraid not.
I admit, I'm fascinated. I know your name, but you don't know mine. It's not often that I'm in this position.
So, are you gonna tell me or what?
I think not. I want to savor this for just a little while longer.
Come on, you know my name. It's only fair.
I can't tell if you're being genuine or if you're just playing with me.
Why not both?
Well, the night is young. See if you can figure it out.
Listen, it's really important that you tell me who you are.
What on earth could be so important?
It's complicated.
No, I don't think so. I'm enjoying this way too much.
So what is this? You famous or something?
Or something.
So you actually live here? So to speak.
Yes? Why are you so surprised?
Well, this place is kinda, well, empty.
I live alone.
That's not what I mean. Look around. There's nothing in here.
What on earth are you talking about?
Never mind. So, about this place.
I might not have the highbrow taste that George has, but my furniture is just as serviceable as his. And twice as comfortable, I might add.
I know about Heather. Do you know anything about this?
About what?
This note, the one on your floor.
I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me.
And what's it doing here?
I have no idea.
Okay, relax. The note is signed J. Who's J?
I have no idea, and I don't know anything about any note.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
Come on, what's your name?
No, this is too much fun. You'll figure it out. Everyone recognizes me eventually.
Could I ask you a couple questions?
You don't even know my name, and you want to ask me questions.
Well, maybe if you actually told me your name.
No. Like I said, this is way too much fun.
Well, whoever you are, I'll see you around.
Say hi to George for me, if you see him.
No answer. Hi.
Yes, miss?
Do you know who lived in the apartment across from George?
I'm afraid not. I only started working here a few months ago. That apartment has been vacant the whole time.
Do you know... Does this phone number look familiar to you?
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Did George know anyone named Michael?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Officer...
Yeah.
Do you know if any of George Austin's neighbors died recently?
It's not in any of the reports. Do you have a name?
No, not yet. But she lived across from George. Can't you look it up that way?
I can't, no. The way the system works, I can only look it up by the victim's name, not address. Sorry.
Do you know anyone named Michael?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Does this phone number mean anything to you?
Not really, but I can trace it for you.
Trace it?
Run the number, see who it belongs to. Within reason, anyway. Where'd you find it?
I found it on George Austin's phone.
Oh, we ran that number already.
You did?
Yeah. It belonged to Grace Church. Probably calling for donations or something.
Yeah, or something.
Thanks anyway. Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
If there's a connection... I can't see any connection. Hi, remember me?
Yes, and would you please keep your voice down?
Sorry. Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
I checked with the police. This number belongs to a phone in this church. A man I'm looking for made a phone call from this number. His name is Michael. It's very important that I find him.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
Are you sure you don't know anybody named Michael who made a call from this church?
Quite positive.
Do you know any...
In my life,
Are you sure?
quite.
So there's this woman that might have died in a penthouse apartment.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm looking for information on the Grace Group.
Grace Group?
They used to meet here, in the basement. Some kind of self-help group?
There are hundreds of so-called Grace Groups, and they all have meetings in the basement. You will have to be a bit more specific than that.
The telephone that uses this number, where is it?
Why would you need to know that?
Michael used the phone. Maybe he left a clue behind when he did.
And he could have used any one of a dozen offices in our administration wing.
Really? Over a dozen?
Yes. So, if you want to locate Michael Cooper, you'll have to find another way.
Wait, Cooper?
Pardon?
You said Michael Cooper.
Isn't that the gentleman you're looking for?
No, I just said his name was Michael.
So you did. A slip of the tongue. My apologies. It is quite late and I'm tired.
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
You need to tell me...
I told...
That tactic ain't working, sweetheart. You need to come at this some other way.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe.
No connection that I can... If the phone is nearby, it's not ringing. Huh. So Michael Cooper was a priest. Interesting. Excuse me.
Yes.
Michael Cooper. He's a priest too, isn't he?
So?
So, it's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? Please stop lying to me.
I'm not lying.
You're not telling me the whole truth either, are you?
I made a promise. He came to me scared, begging me to protect him, to give him sanctuary. He was ranting. I should have turned him away, but we roomed together at the seminary. We were close friends once. What could I do?
You can take me to him.
He's raving. He's mad. He says he's in a battle for his very soul. Is this true?
Yes. Yes, it is.
He's in the school. It's closed for the winter break, so it seemed like a good a place as any to hide him. Here's a key. The entrance is around the corner. Please, do whatever you must. Just don't come back here.
Don't worry.
So, thrown out of a church. I suppose with our record it was only a matter of time.
The entrance to the school is around the block. Let's go.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside...
Michael? Michael Cooper.
You! Stay back, bestower. I've got a gun.
Just a second.
I said stay back!
Please, I'm here to help.
Help? Oh, I wish that was true. How much help did you give George, or Leah, or the others?
Others? How many of you are there?
You don't even know that. You don't know a thing, do you? This wasn't the plan.
Plan?
Yes, our brilliant plan. We get the bestower to escort our souls to the next world, protect us from this force that is after us. Instead, you let us be destroyed.
You think I wanted this to happen? People dying, souls torn apart? You think I want this?
Of course not. It's just... Well, look at what we've been reduced to.
I'm sorry. Whatever is going on, it's new. I've never seen anything like it before.
I see. And what about him?
Huh?
Your friend. The man behind you. He hasn't said a word since you walked in here.
Me? Do you mean me?
Yes, you. Don't look so surprised. How else could I have known who you were? Now get out of here. You've been nothing but trouble ever since George went to look for you.
Fine. Shoot. Kill the one person who can help you.
There is no need for any more killing, my host.
That voice. It can't be.
I told you to stay in the other room.
Yes, my host, I know. But I had to intervene. These two know me, if I may.
Fine. Just make it quick. I'm losing concentration.
Malone, Blackwell, what a pleasant surprise to see you both again.
Yeah, surprise is the word. What the hell are you doing here?
Is it not obvious? You freed me, Malone, brought me back into this world, and as befits all of our kind, I had a host waiting for me, and so I have returned to my former duties.
Look, as much as I am touched by this reunion, I need to focus.
Perhaps we should all converse outside.
Fine, outside. Just leave me in peace.
Thank you, my host.
You're a bestower too?
What gave it away? The spirit guide who won't leave me alone? Look, maintaining this circle leaves me a bit cranky. Sorry. If you can help, great. If not, well, I've made my peace with it. Just go talk to her. She's outside. I need to concentrate. He leads me in.
Father Mike.
Yeah?
I can't believe there's another medium in New York.
Medium?
Sorry, I mean bestower. I've been calling myself medium for so long I sometimes forget.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not like I have anyone to talk to about this stuff. Nobody living, anyway.
Hey, look, I'd love to swap ghost stories with you, but it takes all my concentration to maintain the circle.
Right, sorry. Maybe we'll have coffee later? You know, after we save your soul and everything.
Sure, sounds great.
What is this circle?
Oh, this. Madeline taught me how to do it. It prevents anything spiritual from getting to me. It takes some concentration to maintain, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit inhospitable.
How did you learn what was happening?
You mean that our souls were being taken?
Yeah.
It was a few weeks ago. I was at the bedside of a friend. Jeffrey, his name was. He went to the Grace Group meetings back in the day. Like me, he had been in a car accident. Hit and run. He was dying, and he wanted me there. And when he died, I saw it. His spirit being torn apart. He screamed. I'll never forget that scream.
I know. I saw it too.
Anyway, with Madeline's help, I began looking into other members of the group and learned it was happening to all of us. You know the rest.
So you're working with Madeline?
Working? I guess you could call it that. I've been too busy being scared to give it any serious thought.
So why'd you send Madeline outside?
Her presence disturbs my concentration, so she's keeping as far away as she can until this is resolved.
What about us?
You're the ones who are going to save my hide. For you, I'll make the extra effort to focus.
Could you tell me about the Grace Group? It was some kind of self-help group?
About 20 years ago, I was a very different person. I suppose you could call me an alcoholic, although I wouldn't have said it at the time. Then I saw an ad in the newspaper. It promised to help folks like me find their way. It seemed to be some kind of hippie self-help group, but I went to a meeting anyway. I don't remember much about the meetings, but somehow I had discovered that going to seminary school was something I had to do. It all made sense.
Made sense.
I just knew it was what I was meant to be doing, and I was right.
Is there anything else you could tell us about the Grace Group?
No, you know.
What about yourself? Is there anything we should know?
Look, you're not exactly catching me at my best here. I can't do anything. I'm not a true bestower like you are. Madeline says she's been weakened, or I've been weakened, or something. She doesn't know. Believe me, if I could do what you can do, I'd be out there trying to stop this. But I can't. So all I can do is hide.
Anything else?
No.
Did you know that there's a ghost across the roof from George's apartment?
Really?
Do you know anything about it?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
What happened at these meetings?
That's just it. I don't remember. Until recently, I never questioned it before. How messed up is that? I'd go, I'd sit down and leave. I'd meet with the other members for coffee afterward. What on earth did we talk about? We must have found something. But I do remember a man, Benjiro. He ran the meetings.
Benjiro?
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
How many people went to these meetings?
There were 6 of us. You already know about Leah and George and myself. The others are dead.
Who were they?
Does it matter? They are dead. Their souls were taken.
Even still, tell me.
Jeffrey Dutta, Heather Goffstein, Peter Fielding.
Tell me about Heather Goffstein. You said she was a member of your group.
Yes, she was one of us. I asked George if he knew where she was. He told me she was dead. I'm afraid it's too late for her.
You saw her soul being taken?
Well, no. She died before Madeline came into my life, so I can't say for sure. But she went to Grace Group meetings and she's dead. What other conclusion can I reach?
Could you tell me about Peter?
Peter Fielding, yes. I never had much contact with him. He died several months ago. I'm afraid it's too late for him.
Is this like Heather? Did you actually see his soul being taken?
No, I didn't. Thank heaven I didn't. Seeing it happen once is more than I can take.
So you don't know for sure if Peter Fielding's soul was taken?
Not as such, no. But what else can I assume?
So you don't...
Not as...
So you don't know for sure if Heather...
Not as such, no.
Could you tell me about Jeffrey?
God, Jeffrey Dutta. Talk about transfiguration. When he walked into that Grace Group meeting, I thought he was in the wrong place. I mean, the guy was a Wall Street broker, for crying out loud. He could have bought the church and everything in it. But he later confessed that he tried to kill himself. Twice.
So what happened to him?
He became a professional dog walker. Can you believe it? He used to pocket millions a year, plus bonuses. Then he was picking up dog crap for $25 an hour and smiling about it. He was hit by a car crossing the street. A hit and run. I was at his bedside when he died. Madeline had been around for about a month at that point, so I saw his spirit rise from his body. I thought I was supposed to help him, but instead You know what happened next.
So the man who ran the Grace Group meetings was named Benjiro?
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
So the man...
Yeah.
How did Heather Goffstein die?
I'm afraid I don't know. George was the one who kept in touch with her. He told me she died, but he didn't tell me how or when. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore.
Can you tell...
I'm of George, I suppose.
How exactly did Peter Fielding die?
Why? Are you going to try and find his spirit? There is no spirit. It's gone.
You said it yourself. You don't know for sure.
It was some kind of accident. I'm not sure of the details. I read about his death in the obituaries. Too late for his funeral, sadly, but I said a prayer for him.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod
No
and
connection
thy
that I can
staff,
see.
they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life.
So Peter Fielding owned a gym in Murray Hill. Worth a visit, I suppose.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures.
No answer.
He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
Blackwell, Malone, it's been a long time since we've been able to converse.
It's been almost 6 months since Joey freed you. How come we're only seeing you now?
I admit the transition hasn't been pleasant. I have had 3 hosts since returning to this world. The first was an old man on the edge of death. He lingered for 6 weeks before finally succumbing to the inevitable. When the old man passed, I became bound to his niece for a time. She ran every time she saw me. I tried to keep my distance, give her time to adjust, but in the end, she fell down the stairs in an attempt to flee. The poor woman died, and I was passed to her brother, the man inside.
Do you know what's going on? Why are these souls being attacked?
I do not know. I wish I did. Like you, we saw it happen. We saw a soul being torn apart and could do nothing. I'm afraid my host became a little unreasonable after that.
Why was George looking for me?
We needed a bestower. A proper bestower. My host and I were not up to the task.
Eh?
It might be due to my time in the void. It might be because my host's soul has been marked by whatever is out there. But in any case, our abilities are limited. We cannot even help lost souls move on as you do. We can see them and talk to them, but that is all. Hence why we needed you.
Lucky us.
So what can we do? We don't even know what's going on.
Our theory was that you could help move these poor souls into the next world before they were destroyed. But it appears that it did not achieve the desired result.
You could say that, yeah.
You must investigate. My host and I are restricted, but you two are not. If anyone can help uncover why these poor spirits are being attacked and stop it, it is you.
So how'd you like being on the outside, as it were? I imagine it's better than being trapped wherever you were.
I had thought, I had hoped, that I would pass on, that being brought back to the mortal world would force me to obey mortal laws. Instead, No, it is not to be. I have returned to my former duties, therefore I must have further work to do. But yes, it is nicer than being trapped in the void. Did I ever thank you, Malone?
Not as such, no.
Well, I must rectify that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
You should really call me Rosangela.
Forgive me. When you are as old as I am, all the names blur together. So I tend to address those I speak to by their family name. It is just easier that way, and less painful. I'm afraid it is a habit that is difficult to break.
Do you know anything about Heather Goffstein? She was in the Grace group with Michael.
I know of her, but I have never met her. She passed away before my host and I became bonded. I never encountered her spirit.
Michael believes her soul was already taken.
It is certainly possible, but I refuse to lose hope until I see the evidence.
Do you know anything about Peter Fielding? He was in the Grace group with Michael.
I have never met him. He passed away before I became bonded with my host.
Michael believes his soul was already taken.
He might be right, but he may not be. If his spirit still exists, you are the ones to find it.
Could you tell me?
I'm afraid.
Michael said that a man named Benjiro ran the Grace Group meetings.
My host has said as much to me, yes. Sadly, he does not remember much about him.
There's a ghost haunting the empty apartment across from George Austin.
I see. Well, you know your duty. Go and save it.
What can you tell me about Father Michael?
Cooper is my host. We have not had the time to get to know each other better.
Is he always this ornery?
Do have some pity for him. He has lost his uncle, his sister, and several of his friends. He has been forced to accept the spirit world and the possible loss of his own soul, all within the span of a few weeks. If anyone deserves some understanding, it is he.
Do you know anything about this girl?
I know that it meant a great deal to my host, as well as his friends. Whatever happened at those meetings, it greatly improved their lives. But obviously, it came at a cost.
Why do you let Father Michael push you around like that?
It is what my host wishes.
So?
Simply that. I must do what my host commands.
Right, seriously. What's the story?
No story, Malone. If my host wishes me to leave him alone, I leave him alone.
That actually works?
Of course. It is my duty to do so.
So, Joey, could...
No.
Of course, some of us take our duties more seriously than others.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Looks nice and warm in there. Of course, so would an ice factory right now. It seems to open with a key card. It says members only.
Looks like some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym. Let's see here. Tanya Corsi. Hey, wait a second. Is that... Yeah, that's the spook from George's roof. A calendar with a marker pen attached. Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall. I can't touch the thing. The TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants. Run, run, run like a hamster. Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right? Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. I gotta do everything myself around here.
Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
I'm no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business. Been running it around 20 years. Seems like yesterday.
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. You looking to join?
No, I really don't think exercise is going to do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. But time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, we're here if you need us.
So, how are you feeling?
Fine. Why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're gonna explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict diet of wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Indigestion is the last thing I have to worry about.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So, you run this place with your...
Sorta. Sorta.
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
You know Heather?
Kinda.
Wow, Heather. Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Can you tell me anything about Heather?
It's been a while. And I didn't speak to her much back in those days anyway. Sorry.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna kick your butt into shape.
Ah, well, we'll see. So tell me about... Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff, too?
Not really, I just heard of him.
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
Do you know anything about Benjiro? Ran the Grace Group meetings.
Sure.
Well?
Funny. I can't think of anything to say exactly. It's been 20 years.
Sure, people forget things.
That's it, exactly. I just didn't think it would happen to me so soon.
I hear Tanya Corsi went to this gym.
She's been coming here for years. That body you see on TV, I take full credit for that.
Well, we all gotta be proud of something. Can you tell me anything else about Tanya?
No, sorry.
Hey, I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
You know everyone, don't you?
I get around.
Michael. Haven't heard that name in a while. How is he?
He's seen better days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
So what can you tell me?
God, it's been over a decade. I'm afraid I can't tell you much.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I needed.
Why's that?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad running this place. It's been my life ever since.
So, you run this...
Sort of.
Well, I'll see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna add that to my... Just a forgotten towel. It's empty. Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing. So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much. So, have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Joey, could you come out here?
What? Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
You're Tanya Corsi, aren't you?
I knew you'd get it. That's me. Tanya Corsi, host of the Good Morning Show on Channel 11. Now all the mystery is gone.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't. Please stop asking him.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
Do you know anything about a
Grace Group?
Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't. Sorry.
So, Tanya, tell me about yourself.
You want to get to know the real Tanya Corsi. The Tanya that you don't read about in the tabloids and magazines?
If you'll let me.
I barely know you, Mr. Malone. Although if you swing by more often, you might learn a thing or two.
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro? Is that Japanese?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Do you know a guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry, I don't.
So, I heard you go to Peter Fielding's gym.
I do. Or rather, I did. After what happened to him, I just couldn't.
You mean his...
Death? Yes. So senseless.
So, can you tell me anything?
A brutal taskmaster is what he was, but I can't deny he got results.
Nope, I can't deny it either. Is there anything else? Did you ever see him outside of the gym?
No, of course I didn't.
Is there anything? Did you ever?
No.
Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on, that note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
No connection that I can... There was a Maggie Fielding arrested at the Carth House. She might be a relative of Peter Fielding, but it's a common surname. I can't... No connection that I can see. No, Tanya was the host of the Good Morning Show. I remember hearing that they got a new host, but I didn't know this was the reason. Channel 11. I think their head office is in Penn Plaza. Can't hurt to ask around.